It's Chris here on Narrowboat Poppy on a fine windy Sunday afternoon. We've had plenty of wind the last, well, feels like ages ago. Wind, rain. We had another fierce night last night on Narrowboat Poppy. I'm not sure what the storm was called. I've given up now. They seem to have a name for all of them. But Sunday, it hasn't been a bad day today, I'll be honest with you. It's still windy, but it's dry, and it's quite warm as well, so we can't really complain. I've put 3 videos on this week. The first one is I went for a walk up the woods with Molly and Kooky. It was another wet day. We got soaked, but the dogs have to go for their walk. They like about an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. If they don't get it, they just won't leave you alone. So like I say, it hasn't been fit to go out far doing a video, so I took my camera and we went down the local woods about 2 miles from Clayton and had a good walk. And the dogs had the video. We're on video. They love it. They love being on YouTube. They always give me a smile. So we did one video there. Then I think it was last Sunday, it was a week ago, we went down a place called Wolseley Bridge. It's further down the Trent and Mersey. It's about possibly 10 miles from Aston Marine. It's a lovely spot. It's some lovely moorings there for the summer months. And so we went down in the car. Obviously I didn't go in the boat, it isn't fit to take the boat out this weather. Took my camera down and did a video, and the River Trent runs right by it, and I made a video of that. It's really up. It's frightening, the power of rivers. And we're quite lucky around here. When you go like this River Severn, it's horrendous. It just floods houses and buildings and everything. It must be absolutely devastating. Like I say, the worst the River Trent does around here is top the Trent and Mersey up. But it hasn't been that bad. But the frightening things rivers are, the power of them. And like I say, you're completely helpless. In fact, there was I've seen on the news, I'm not sure where it was, a narrowboat ended up on the embankment. I'm not sure if it's a River Severn, but I can't understand people putting narrowboats and any boats on rivers, because they seem to float. They seem to flood every year now. And it's just devastating. Like say, that poor bloke with the narrowboat, I don't know how he's going to get it back in the water. And of course, you don't know what damage it does to them. So it's really frightening. So we're quite lucky around Stoke-on-Trent. I'd say it floods a few fields, but it doesn't flood any properties, as far as I know. Anyway, I made a good video on that. It's like I say, it's about 4 or 5 miles from Rugeley. And it's a lovely canal, Rugeley is. We'll definitely be going down there in the summer months. Then I went down the Trent and Mersey Canal when it goes into Stoke-on-Trent. It's not a particularly nice area around. It's just about a mile stretch where you wouldn't think of mooring up for the night. There's like sleeping bags under bridges and all sorts. But as soon as you get through that stretch and you start going through the locks up to Etruria, it's gorgeous. And the same going into Trentham, it's just like that mile stretch. But all these big cities are pretty much the same. And when we went Manchester and Birmingham, you think, God, where are we? Like, every brick and every lock gate is completely graffitied. You can't see a brick or anything. And as soon as you get in the town centres, it's great. So I did one there, Dolphin. It's around the Dolphin Boatyard round there. So I put that up. And it isn't that long before we go back out to Turkey, Jane and I. We haven't been since the end of October, so we're going to have to go and check on the villa. We've got a bloke that looks after it, and he sends us videos on it. Seems to be okay, but like I say, we've got to go. We're only going for about 4 days. The weather's probably about 20 degrees. It's not particularly hot. It's hot and it is here, but like I say, it isn't like it gets in May, June, July. That's what I'll be going again after, like May, June, then August, and that's really hot. But you don't go Turkey for cold weather, do you? That's why I bought the villa. So we're going there in the next few days. So I'll hopefully get a video up there. But there's the biggest problem now is this virus that's going around. Comes from Japan. There's been quite a few cases in the UK now. I haven't heard any cases in Turkey yet, but you never know. And the biggest problem is going in the aeroplanes, because obviously the air conditioning, you're breathing the same air, and it's not good. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But like I say, I think it's going to devastate these countries, because it's getting worse and worse. I mean, there's been an outbreak in Tenerife and Italy, and like I say, you have to be stuck in the room for a fortnight. So I don't know who pays to get you home, and it's just a massive complication. I wouldn't fancy going in a hotel in the near future. Like I say, we've got the villa, so we can isolate ourselves there. So that's the only worry, really. But I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure they'll have it under control. Like I say, it's how bad, whatever it's similar to the flu, I don't know, because a lot of people die with the flu, but there isn't an uproar there, so just have to keep our fingers crossed it does keep it under control. So I've just come down to Poppy, do me weekly chores, empty the toilet, fill up with water, dump me rubbish, and I'm just running the engine at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it. So all hope you have a great day, and you're all safe from this horrible weather. And like I say, I walked the dogs this morning, Molly and Cookie, and there's daffodils and tulips coming up. What a lovely sight that is. Like I say, the nights are drawing out fast, so we just love the summer and spring. And he makes better videos. Like I say, you go videoing on the canal, and everything's dead and just horrible and derelict. So blue sky, green, sun, you can't beat it in, and we're on our way now. So I'll just carry on. So all hope you have a great day. Keep subscribing and looking after yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.